Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet.
Gunsmoke. The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Comedy this hour as we go back to February 26, 1946, an episode of the Red-Skelton Show, and yes, it was sponsored by Raleigh Cigarettes. I tried to remove most of the Raleigh references as we're supposed to do, but you may still encounter one or two. For that, I'm sorry. Let's go to Red-Skelton, shall we?
It's a pleasure to bring you Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's popular comedian and the star of the program, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much. Well, Skelton's back and Marjorie Main got him, you know. Thank you and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are things tonight with you, Rod?
Oh, I'm really in the green tonight, Red. I went out to Santa Anita today.
Ah, good old Santa Anita, the annex to the Bank of America.
Did you take Mr. Raleigh to the races with you, Red?
No, he hasn't been feeling so well. He's getting that California spring fever.
What's that?
That's double pneumonia that's approved by the Los Angeles Chamber of Commerce.
Well, truthfully, Red, the weather has been wonderful out here the last week.
Oh, hasn't it, though? I was over in the park this afternoon. It was so hot, the little squirrels were sitting around with their fur coats unbuttoned. The sponsor's brother gave me that joke. Tomorrow he'll be back on the road selling Raleighs again.
Say, speaking of Raleighs, did Mr. Raleigh go back to Kentucky?
Well, not exactly. We went down to the airport, but they couldn't find seating space for him on a plane.
What happened?
Raleigh's back and Skelton got him.
Well, I heard about you talking to Mr. Raleigh, taking him to the fights the other night at the American Legion Stadium.
Oh, boy, and did I see a knockout. Boy, what a knockout. Too bad her husband was with her. Mr. Raleigh really enjoyed the fights, and we had good seats. I was sitting between two fat ladies.
Were they really fat?
Fat? I felt like a Florida grapefruit between two California oranges. Hey, Anita, did you enjoy the fight?
Oh, yes, Red, but what was that thing that fell out of the fighter's mouth when he got hit in the jaw?
That was his mouthpiece.
Gee, nowadays some lawyers will work any place to make $1.
You're proud of that, aren't you? You're setting television back 10 years, right?
Say, Anita, do you like prize fights?
Yes, I thought the fights were exciting.
You know, I used to be a fighter.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Were you like Jim Corbett, stand up and box, or like Dempsey, just slug it out?
No, I was more like reconversion. Somebody was always holding me up.
Did they ever carry you out on a stretcher?
No, I had silver handles sewed onto my shorts.
Say, did you know that I used to be a fighter? I used to be a fighter?
Boy, you'd never know it the way you're wrestling with that line there. You were a fighter, David? What did they call you?
Battleship Forester.
Battleship Forester, huh?
Yep, they gave me that name because I always had to be convoy to a neutral corner.
I think I'll loan you out to Jack Kirkwood.
Well, were you ever convoy to a neutral corner, Red?
No, I had a bird dog. It used to point it out.
Well, truthfully, Red, you don't look healthy enough to be a fighter.
Well, I'm in good shape considering I was very puny when I was a baby. You know, when I was born, I was so puny they were going to drown me.
Why didn't they?
They were ashamed to be seen carrying me down to the river.
Red, is a fighter's life a tough one?
I'll say it is. When he's in training, there's no wine, no women, or no jukeboxes.
Well, what does he do for entertainment?
He breaks training. If Rod will break in here now, I'm sure he has something of great importance to say.
Well, thank you, Red. February 26, 1946, The Red Skelton Show on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
No offense, but are you a little fat when you look in the mirror? How would you like to learn the secrets to lose 3 to 5 pounds a week easily without joining the gym or going through any crazy diets? It's called Body Sculpt by Med Diet. For the last 2 decades, we've been helping people just like you that have pounds they want to shed. We've helped millions of people lose thousands and thousands of pounds over the years. And now it's your turn. Learn the secrets of how to lose weight with one simple phone call. You'll see an amazing difference in a matter of days. Don't believe us? We'll offer you a money-back guarantee. If you're ready to start losing weight right now, call right now to learn more about your risk-free order to Body Sculpt.
Call for your risk-free offer. 800-738-5332. 800-738-5332. 800-738-5332. That's 800-738-5332.
Thanks for tuning in to Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Now the conclusion of the Red Skelton Show, February 26, 1946.
Tonight, the story from the Skelton Scrapbook of Satire is entitled Telephone. Our characters are fictional. If there's any similarity to persons living, they're imposters. Chapter 88 of Telephones is entitled I Want a Telephone. This is the story of Willie Lump-Lump and the trouble he had to go through to get a phone.
Hey, where's the guy who gives out the telephone? Service!
May I help you, sir?
Ah, shut up. I want a telephone.
Have you entered your application?
Yeah, I entered my application real early. You'll find my name right after Alexander Graham Bell.
Have you ever had a telephone before?
Yeah, and I got bills to prove it. Here.
If you want a telephone, you'll have to pay this old bill, and then I'll put your name on the waiting list.
Well, I'm a veteran. Does that make any difference?
Yes, if you're a veteran,
yeah.
I can put your name on the preferred waiting list.
Now, you're talking. How many are ahead of me, huh?
Well, let's see. There were 3 veterans' applications this morning.
Only 3?
Yes. That makes your number 89,643.
Look, I want a phone while I'm still young enough to hear who's talking.
Is the telephone essential in your job?
It most certainly is.
What do you do for a living?
I play the races.
I'm sorry, young man. I'm sorry, but that doesn't qualify for immediate installation of a phone. Due to the extra load on our present facilities and the shortage of new equipment, emergency certificates get first attention. A doctor's certificate that proves a person is 100% incapacitated might help.
Windy, old birdie. What is this incapacitated stuff? What's that?
Incapacitated means that you're in such bad health you may need medical attention at any time of the day or night.
Well, the shape I'm in, that ought to be easy. Look, I go pick up my wife and go and see the doctor, huh?
Hurry, Willie. Maybe we can get to the doctor's office before he closes for the day. Oh, look, Willie, there's a parking place.
Yeah, there's a guy backing into it. I'm going to beat him to it.
Willie, don't try it. We'll have a wreck.
Oh, no, we won't. What's this, Will? Who's in it?
They ought to take away your learner's permit. They'll give us a ticket for parking here.
Oh, I don't see no red fire plugs, and I don't see no red zones.
But, Willie, people don't park on the sidewalk.
Well, there ain't no signs that says that I can't either. Come on, let's go in and see the doc about getting a telephone.
Now, when you get into the doctor's office, look sick, so he'll give you a certificate for a telephone.
Okay, give me a kiss, will you?
Why, Willie?
You said you wanted me to look sick, didn't you?
Excuse me, I'm Miss Duzick, the nurse. Do you have an appointment?
Yeah, but if you want to go anywhere, I'll break it.
Willie, aren't you forgetting where you are?
No, I just forgot where you were.
If you'll come this way, you can see the doctor now.
Thank you, ain't she pretty?
Come in, Mr. Lump-Lump.
Dr. Dowd, howdy doody.
Sit down, please. See, what happened to you? Your clothes look terrible.
Yeah, my wife left them lay on the floor last night.
Well, wouldn't she pick them up?
She couldn't. I was in them.
Now, Mr. Lump-Lump, precisely what did you want to see me about?
Well, I want to see about a certificate, a piece of paper for an emergency phone. I'm a sick man.
You're so sick.
The life insurance salesman took back his calendar this morning.
Well, where do you feel sick? What seems to be the trouble?
I can't breathe.
If you can't breathe, how do you stay alive?
I just don't think about it.
You know, the last time you came to see me, I told you to drink 8 glasses of water a day.
That's what I've been doing.
You've just been drinking water?
Yeah. Or might spike it with a little something to kill the thing.
I'm sorry, Willie, but I can't give you a certificate for a phone.
How can I carry on my business without a phone?
You don't need one to carry on your business.
Oh, yes, I do. Every week I gotta call up the Social Security and see if my unemployment check is ready.
Willie, why don't you go home and sleep it off?
'Cause I ain't tired of it yet.
Now, look, I'm busy. Go on, get out of here.
Look, I gotta have a phone. My head keeps ringing all the time. I'm always trying to take my ears off the hook to answer them.
I'm going to take your head off the hook if you don't get out of here.
All right, you will help me get a phone. I'm going to take this one off your desk.
Now, Willie, stop that.
Yeah, now I got it.
You're not going to get through this door with it.
I'll go through the window with it.
Don't be silly. It's a 3-story drop.
I know what I'm doing.
You still know what you're doing?
Yeah, but I'm doing it with a broken neck now. Chapter 89 of Telephones is entitled The New Telephone. After waiting a year and a half for a telephone, you really appreciate it when it's finally installed. It makes you so happy that you forget all your troubles. Even Junior, the Mean Widdle Kid.
Where are you?
If I tell you, you won't like it.
Junior, if you don't tell me where you are, I'll come after you.
I know you won't, kiddo. I'm up on top of the garage roof.
Oh, please come down off the roof. You might fall on the driveway and crack the cement.
Yeah. Oh, you sure does love me, don't you, huh?
I have some candy for you.
Oh, no, you ain't tricking me, kiddo.
All right, you stay up there. The man's finally coming to install our new telephone, and I want you out of the way.
No, I'll be right down, kiddo. I will slide down the roof into my sandbox.
Junior, be careful. You might tear your trousers.
What trousers?
Here. And your good play suit, too.
No, okay, kiddo. Where's my candy? Where's my candy?
Junior, I have here a hairbrush and a piece of candy. Which do you think you deserve?
Well, there's no doubt about it, Grandma. I deserve the hairbrush. You ought to beat me within an inch of me, like climbing up there and taking chances like that. Spare no pain, boy. Just see, I know it will wear you out, but go ahead. I want you to just beat me on. Well, now you know how I feel, so just give me the candy.
That's enough. Now you get into that house.
Okay. Hey, who did you say was coming?
The man to install our telephone. And if you'll behave, I'll give you a cupcake.
When?
If you're good, you'll get it for dessert.
The big one or the little one?
That all depends on how good you are.
Crumbs again. Boy, you sure is happy one today, Grandma.
I'm so excited.
Yeah?
Getting a phone these days is just like a blessed event.
Really? Hey, Grandma, was I a blessed event?
No, you were a dirty trick.
I like that. The neighbors are applauding it. Don't talk so loud. The neighbors are listening. Was you surprised when I arrived? Was the folks surprised? Was my mommy surprised?
Yes. She was expecting a child.
Yeah. Sometimes when you talk to me like that, I feel like running away with little orphan Annie. Nobody loves me. I'm just a poor little urchin.
Don't cry.
I don't want it anywhere, I know.
Junior, you're going to cry.
I'm going to cry.
Poor baby.
You're a poor baby.
Would he like 15 cents to get a soda?
No. He would like 16 cents for the tax, you know.
Bless his little heart.
Yeah, bless your heart.
He's trying to trick
trick me into something.
Yeah, he's trying to trick you into something. No! I knew I would carry this too far somehow.
There's the telephone man.
I will go. We are going to get a telephone. Welcome to the House of Horrors, Dracula. Are you the man from the telephone company?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, my name's Junior.
Junior. I think you're a nice little fella.
I think you got a lot to learn.
Well, hello.
Hello.
We've been expecting you.
Yeah, for nearly 2 years. Yeah, you was as scarce as butter, you know.
You've had a telephone in here before, I understand.
Yes, the box is right over there.
Good. I'll have to open the box to check the wires. It's full of marbles. Somebody's been in this box.
Yeah, there must be pack rats around here. Pack rats, them little rats with packs on their backs.
Junior, don't you pester the phone man.
Oh, he's not bothering me. I have a little boy just like him.
Yeah? What reform school is he in?
Now remember, Junior, you behave yourself. Mm-hmm. You know why we lost our phone before, don't you?
No.
You were always cutting the cord with my scissors.
No.
Oh, you were much younger then. You wouldn't do anything like that now, would you, Junior?
No, I should say not. Cutting cords with scissors. That was because I was such a little child, you know. I got bigger ideas now.
Well, just watch your step, young man. I'm going into the kitchen to prepare dinner. And Junior, don't forget, I've got the hairbrush with me.
I know, kiddo. You wouldn't look like your natural self without that thing in your mitts, you know. Oh, she's a sweetie, she is. I get on her nerves, but she is a sweetie. Oh, I love that grandma.
You know, women sure cause a lot of trouble.
She causes blisters.
Say, you know, you're a smart little fella. What are you going to be when you grow up?
Probably hung. Hey, what you doing there? What you doing?
You just watch me closely, and I'll show you how I install the telephone.
Oh. Hey, when you kneel down like that and your feet out in the back like that and you can't see what's going... Did anybody ever give you a hot foot?
No, indeed, Sonny. The guy doesn't live that would try doing that to me.
He talk like a stranger in town, don't he?
You wouldn't think of giving me a hot foot, would you, Junior?
No, I do it without thinking.
Oh, hand me that hammer over there.
The hammer?
Yes, give it to me, give it to me.
Okay, you asked for it.
Oh! Did you do that on purpose?
It slipped out of my hand. Look at that lump on your cocoa there. Look at that. Oh, boy, ain't that a dandy. You like to match it up on the other side there? It slipped, believe me, the hammer slipped.
Well, all right, I believe you.
You do?
Yes, we all make mistakes.
Not like I done.
Well, there we are.
Yes?
Telephone's all connected.
Well,
what do you think of it?
I don't think it's going to last long, truthfully.
Now, I'm going outside and check the wires. I know you keep your hands off it while I'm gone.
I might crisscross the wires a little, you know.
Oh, no, you wouldn't do that, would you? You're kidding me.
You just keep laughing, kiddo. You wait till you call up somebody and the guy who answers turns out to be you. You'll find out, kiddo.
Well, I'll trust you.
Yeah. Oh, boy, here I is with a phone. I shouldn't mess with her. And then again, I should. I'd learn to talk on them, you know. Then again, I don't know why I waste my time. I'm going to do it anyhow. Oh, boy, I'm going to have fun with this thing. I'm going to call up the fire department and the police. Oh, boy, what possibility? I wonder if this thing works yet. I'm going to test it. Hello? Sounds like somebody snoring on the other end. Maybe there's a bee in it. Get out of there, baby. What? Come on, get out of there. I'm making think I'm a police. Come on, get out of there. I'm going to get you out of there before that man comes back. Boy, he'll be proud of me. Now, let's see. Where's the screwdriver and his hammer? I'm going to take this thing apart here. Get out of there. Wait, please. Come on, get out of there. Boy, it's putting up a great fight, ain't it? I got to eat more Wheaties. I got to turn this thing to pieces and stick that... Hello? Well, the button stopped anyhow. I get crowded out,
Well, kid, everything's shipshape, as we say in the Navy.
I think it's snafu, as we say in the Cub Scouts.
What's going on in here? Good heavens, what's that mess on the floor?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
The telephone!
Give that lady a box of Milky Way.
Now you're going to get...
No, you hit me.
I I'd love to spank him, too.
Sorry, line is busy.
Remember, we'll all be back in the next Tuesday at the same time. Red Skelton, David Forrest, Ernie Orchestra, Nita Alice, Verna Felton, Gigi Pearson, and yours truly, Rod O'Connor. Until next Tuesday, then.
This is Red Skelton saying goodbye now, and thanks for listening. Last week was Brotherhood Week. Why not make every week?
Brown and Williamson invite you to other good listening throughout the week. Hear the Raleigh Room starring Hildegard tomorrow night, and People Are Funny with Art Linkletter Friday night. And return with Red Skelton next Tuesday. Red Skelton is heard in this program through the courtesy of Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
Such a delightfully funny man. I'm going to try to get some more episodes of the Red Skelton Show because his characters were such wonderful things. And over the years, they developed more. You know, he couldn't really do Junior in the later years, but the Hobo and Willie Lump-Lump and they were just, and of course Gertrude and Heathcliff, the Tooth Gold. Red Skelton from February 26, 1946 here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We're going to move up 10 years when we continue after our break for your favorite station to February 26, 1956, an episode of Gunsmoke which is entitled Who Lives by the Sword. John Daner playing a very important role in this show. And we'll hear Gunsmoke when Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox continues after these words for your favorite radio station.
Are you suffering with arthritis or osteoporosis? Do you have diabetes? Did you know that these are just two of the hundreds of diseases that have seen improvement with Dr. Wallach's incredible longevity products? You can't get them at a health food store. The only way to get them is to call us at 800-214-0065. That's 800-214-0065. Do you have heart disease, fibromyalgia, or high blood pressure? Do you have a terrible time losing weight? Dr. Wallach can help. He was a veterinarian and cured diseases in animals. He felt that he could do the same for humans, so he became a physician. Over 50 years of research and helping people like you goes into every bottle of Dr. Wallach's amazing discoveries. Do you want to feel better? Learn how to treat the cause of your problem rather than covering up the symptoms with drugs. Call 800-214-0065. That's 800-214-0065.
Now on Classic Radio Theater, we head out west, February 26, 1956, an episode of Gunsmoke starring William Conrad.
Gunsmoke.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on west, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of gun smoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the transcribed story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
There. I got enough to buy one more drink, Miss Kitty.
You shouldn't spend all your money on me, mister.
Mister? Well, listen to that. Ain't nobody called me mister in my whole life.
How old are you, Billy?
21.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's true.
Well, anyway, you're old enough to be called mister.
Golly, you sure make a man feel good, Miss Kitty.
Thank you, Billy. But you pick up that money now. You've had enough to drink for one night.
Oh, a couple of beers.
Save it for breakfast, Billy. You'll be glad I made you.
Now you ain't treating me like a man, Miss Kitty.
There's no reason why she should, kid. Kitty, huh? You won't have no trouble treating me like a man, Kitty.
Beat it, stranger.
What are you horning in here for?
Go on home to bed, kid. Let's you and me sit down somewhere, Kitty. Talk it over a little.
You wouldn't feel at home, stranger.
Huh?
There's no hog wallow for you to sit in around here.
People don't talk to Joe Delk like that.
Then Joe Delk had better go back to wherever it is he's got people afraid of him. Not here, mister. Not in Dodge.
Don't be afraid of me in Dodge. You just don't know I'm here yet.
Well, why don't you go let him know and leave us alone?
She's asking you, mister.
I'm telling him.
You heard her.
I'll take care of you in a minute, Kitty. As soon as I get this little blowfly off my neck. Yeah. This your money, kid?
You leave that alone.
Go on, go pick it up before you get into real trouble.
I'll kill you for that.
No, Billy, he's a gunman. Can't you tell?
I don't care what he is.
You killed him. He was only a kid.
I wouldn't care if he was a grown man.
He didn't have a chance against a professional like you.
Nobody I've ever met has. But now people begin to know Joe Delk's in town.
I never heard of Joe Delk.
Well, maybe not, mister, but you've seen what he can do.
I didn't see it.
Matt, that poor kid. I don't even know his last name.
What happened, Kitty?
I'll tell you what happened, mister. He got to crowding me, same as you're doing right now.
This is Marshal Dillon you're talking to.
Oh, Marshal Dillon, eh? Well, I don't mind eating a marshal now and then.
Did he murder the boy, Kitty?
No, he didn't, Matt. Kid drew first.
Yeah. Must have been easy for you, Delk.
Real easy, Marshal. It was kind of fun.
Fun? Killing that nice boy, fun.
Ah, taking my time that way. What are you doing? Give me my gun.
You're not going to be needing a gun, Delk.
Good, Matt. God! He sure never expected that, did he?
No gunman would, Kitty. But he's sure never going to forget it.
February 26, 1956, Gunsmoke on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you. And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required. Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary. 800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. That's 800-492-8164.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, the conclusion of Gunsmoke, February 26, 1956.
Mr. Dillon.
Morning, Chester.
I let Delk out of his cage. He ain't none too spry this morning.
What do you expect me to do, you holding a shotgun on me?
How you feeling, Delk? Outside of your pride being hurt, I mean.
You know what I think of a man who fights with his hands, Marshal?
I don't care what you think about anything.
He's a coward. That's what he is.
It took you by surprise, didn't it?
Of course it did.
And it hurt you, too, didn't it, Delk? Hurt you pretty bad. You wouldn't want to go through that again, would you?
No. No, I wouldn't.
Because I'd kick you half to death next time. Now, what are you doing in Dodge, anyway?
Coming on the Santa Fe.
I said, what are you doing
Look,
here?
Marshal, just because I had to shoot a man in self-defense.
Boy.
He had a gun, didn't he?
Against you, he might as well have had a stick.
It was still self-defense.
There's your gun belt.
You turning me loose?
Put it on.
Okay.
Now, I can't reach you from here with my fists, Delk.
My. That was an awful chance you took, Mr. Dillon. I mean, you might have had to shoot him.
I was pretty sure he wouldn't draw, Chester.
Well, why?
The beating I gave him last night. That takes the vinegar out of a man like Delk. Kind of scares him.
You mean that's why he just walked out of here?
And it could be one reason.
One reason?
Yeah, maybe he's got something in mind.
Like what?
Like finding me when I'm not ready for him. They're putting himself behind a shotgun. They're shooting me in the back. Delk never got hurt that way before. It rattled him some. But he's not through. Not yet.
Can I borrow your spoon to stir my coffee, man?
Ah, sure, Kitty.
Thanks.
Here.
You'd think this restaurant could afford more than one spoon to two customers.
Well, if they did, they couldn't afford the quality beef they serve.
Then I won't complain. I'd hate to think of eating any lower off one of those animals.
You know something, Kitty?
Huh?
Before long, some bright fella's going to get the idea of raising cattle in one small area where they can live peaceful and grow fat and juicy.
Sounds like a great idea, Matt. Why don't you start it?
No, I got a job.
Well, sure, I forgot. After all, a job with a future like yours.
Oh, no, Kitty.
I can see your gravestone. He didn't die rich, but he sure died stubborn.
I like that. I think I'll use it.
You won't be there.
Well, maybe you'll take care of it for me, huh?
Having dinner with you is real pleasurable, Matt.
Oh, thank you, Kitty.
Don't mention it.
Mr. Dillon. Hello, Miss Kitty.
Sit down, Chester. Have some coffee with us.
We ain't got time, Miss Kitty. Doc's gonna be waiting outside any minute.
Doc?
He wants you to go to the Dodge house with him, Mr. Dillon.
Oh, what for?
To see Joe Delk.
Don't tell me somebody's finally shot that ape.
No, it ain't that. He was over the Texas Trail drinking all day yesterday. He sent word to Doc he's sober now, but he's got the shakes and needs something to fix him up.
Wolf poison might help.
Oh, why does Doc want me along, Chester?
Maybe he don't trust old Delk. Anyway, he says he won't go see him alone.
Yeah, well, maybe he's right.
I never heard of a gunman fool enough to drink so much he got the shakes, man.
No, neither did I, Kitty.
Maybe it ain't even true, Mr. Dillon. Maybe he's got something fancy in mind, like you said.
Yeah, maybe. You wait down here, Chester.
Yes, sir.
What'd the clerk say, man?
Top of the stairs, the fifth room on the left.
Wouldn't surprise me if he's recovered by now.
No, what do you mean?
Yeah, it's been 2 or 3 hours since you sent for me. I didn't think it hurt him to live with his misery a while.
Yeah, if there was anything wrong with him at all.
No, I heard he'd been drinking yesterday. Jim Buck said he saw him over there.
Man can make a show of drinking and still be sober, Doc.
Yeah, if he's got a reason, you mean.
Yeah.
Hey, shh, wait a minute. This is the room.
Wait a minute. Listen.
Somebody's in there with her.
No, it's just Delk.
No. Get away. Don't hit me. Get away. Stop. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Good.
Matt, it's locked.
Stand out of the way, Doc.
Don't hit me, Marshal. Don't hit me.
Why, he's asleep, Matt. He's dreaming.
Yeah. Hey, Delk. Delk. Come on, wake up. Delk, come on.
Marshal, What are you doing here? Who's he?
Well, I'm Doc Adams. You're awake now, Delk. You were having a nightmare.
Yeah. I was dreaming. Where you been? I sent for you hours ago. What'd you bring the marshal for?
What in the world's going on here, Mr. Dillon?
It's all right, Chester. Delk got a little mixed up. He started seeing things.
Guys, dreaming.
Man like you can't afford to dream like that, Delk. You can't afford to get as jumpy as you are.
Doc, give me something. Give me something to take.
Oh, yes, all right. I've got some pills here somewhere. If I can just find them now. Yes, but these pills won't do you as much good as about a gallon of coffee will.
What are you staring at me for, Marshal?
Just taking a last look, Delk.
What do you mean?
2 hours from now, I don't want you anywhere near Dodge.
I ain't done nothing.
You're all through, Delk. Your gun's no use to you anymore. You're afraid.
I had a bad dream. That don't mean nothing.
You got 2 hours, Delk. Go get killed someplace else. I don't want to watch it.
I shouldn't ought to even be in here, Mr. Dillon.
Oh, why not, Chester?
Well, I'm broke.
Oh, the beer's on me.
Oh, well, now, I surely do thank you, Mr. Dillon. I'm plumb grateful. I truly am plumb grateful to you.
I only figured on buying you one, Chester.
Oh. Mr. Dillon?
Yeah, I see him. Well, he's still got an hour.
Who's that fellow he's talking to?
Some drifter, I guess.
I'll buy you a drink, mister. No, I ain't drinking no more. I only come in for one.
You said I'd buy you a drink.
Sorry, stranger. One's all I can take. I didn't mind drinking yesterday.
I don't like it much when a man's downright unfriendly.
Well, some other time, mister.
I could take it. You think you're too good to drink with me.
Well, that ain't what I'm saying. I told you why.
You'll drink with me?
No, I can't.
All right. You're wearing a gun.
No.
What you doing?
All right, hold it, mister.
Marshal.
Step back, Delk.
What are you interfering for?
You ever hear of Joe Delk?
What's he got to do with this?
You were about to fight him.
Joe Delk? Nah, that couldn't be him.
Oh, why not?
Delk wouldn't take that kind of talk. He'd have killed me right off.
Now, you're just lucky, mister.
You really Joe Delk, mister?
I am.
Look, I didn't mean nothing. I didn't know. I gotta be going anyway.
Well, Delk?
It ain't 2 hours, Marshal.
I said I didn't want to watch you get killed here. You go find yourself a horse. I'll be at my office for 30 minutes, then I'm going to come looking for you.
The 30 minutes is up, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah.
You reckon he's left?
I hope so, Chester.
I feel kind of sorry for him.
Do you?
It's him.
It is. Take it easy, Marshal. I ain't looking for trouble. I want to talk to you.
All right, talk.
You seen it? That fellow over at the saloon?
Yeah, what about him?
I backed down, Marshal. I was afraid of him. Don't you understand that?
He was no gunman.
Of course he wasn't. Something's wrong with me, Marshal. Ever since that beating you gave me.
What did you want to see me about, Delk?
You gotta help me.
Help you?
I'm gonna take my gun off. I'm through gunfighting, but you gotta protect me. You gotta do it, Marshal.
I'm sorry, Delk. There's nothing I can do.
I'll get killed. There's men all over looking to kill me.
You should have thought about that a long time.
Well, let me stay here, Marshal. You tell everybody to leave me alone. I'll die if you don't.
Delk, let me ask you something. How many men have you killed in your time?
I don't know a lot of them. What difference is
How many like that boy you shot down the other night?
You're against me. You ain't gonna help.
No, I'm not gonna help you. 'Cause you're a killer, Delk. You're nothing but a murderer.
All right. I'll go. I don't know where, but I'll go.
Wait a minute, Delk. You ever hear that saying about how a man who lives by the sword dies by the sword?
Yeah. I heard that somewhere.
Well, it's true, you know.
I guess it's gonna be true for me.
Yeah.
You know something, Marshal?
What?
I can't think of no reason why someday he ain't gonna be true for you.
In a moment, our star, William Conrad.
Chesterfield packs more pleasure because Chesterfield's more perfectly packed.
Chesterfield, made by exclusive Accuray, packs more pleasure because it's more perfectly packed. Unlocks all the pleasure of fine tobacco.
Chesterfield packs more pleasure because Chesterfield's more perfectly packed.
Firm and pleasing to the lips. Chesterfield. Mild. Yet they satisfy the most.
You know, people on the frontier look down on a buffalo skinner. They referred to him as a stinker, and they avoided him. But next week, one of these outcasts wins the respect of the whole of Dodge. And that was the West. Good night.
Gunsmoke, produced and directed by Norman MacDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Our story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Sound patterns by Tom Hanley and Bill James. Featured in the cast were John Daner, Sam Edwards, and Clayton Post. Harley Bear is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty.
February 26, 1956, Gunsmoke. And, you know, we talk about William Conrad all the time, but we got to give props here to John Daner for that role in Gunsmoke. Hi, thanks for tuning into Classic Radio Theater here. Please visit my webpage, classicradio.stream. That is classicradio.stream, where you can stream our shows on demand, learn more about classic radio collecting, and contact me. Classicradio.stream. If you miss a day, you do not have to miss a single show. Our shows are all available just by going to iHeart Radio, Spotify, Spreaker, TuneIn, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Amazon, and search for Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Please thank this radio station. Drop McCarter a letter if you're so inclined. They would certainly appreciate it. And support their advertisers. But most importantly, tell your friends. The great radio shows are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite radio station.